In the last lecture, we learned how to handle HTTP error responses by passing an error callback function to the subscribe method. So if we go to VS Code, here, in order to handle the error response returned by the get method, what we are doing is, to this subscribe method, we are passing this error callback function. And inside this error callback function, we are writing the logic to handle the HTTP error which has occurred. Now, from within this callback function, what I'll also do is I'll cut this logic from here. So basically what we are doing is using this set error message method, we are setting some error message, and after 3 seconds, we are setting this error message back to null. So I'm going to cut this logic from here and I will put it inside this set error message method itself. Okay, let me save the changes. So here, this error message, it is present inside this dashboard component. And we are also subscribing to the observable, this subscribe method which we are using, we are also using it inside this dashboard component. So that's why setting this error message is easier here. But for other HTTP requests like this post request or this delete request or the put request, we are subscribing to the observable returned by these methods in the service class itself. As you can see, the observable which this post method will return, we are subscribing to it here. Now to this subscribe method, currently we are passing this next callback function, and inside that we are simply logging the response, but we don't want to do it here. So let me remove that. Also, the observable which this delete method is going to return, we are subscribing to that observable in this service class itself at this place. Now we can of course return the observable from these methods. Instead of subscribing it here, what we can do is we can simply return the observable which this post method or this delete method or the put method will return. And instead of subscribing it here, we can subscribe to them in the dashboard component. And that approach would not be wrong. So you can also do it in that way. Or what we can also do is we can pass the error callback function to these subscribe methods in this service class itself. For example, here I can specify an object. In there, I can specify the error property, and to that we can assign a callback function. And this callback function here, it is going to receive the error object which has occurred. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to pass this error object from here to the dashboard component. And then in the dashboard component, we will use that error object. Let's see how we can do that. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to make use of a subject. So here I'm going to create a subject. Let's call it error subject. And if you remember from our observables lecture, a subject is nothing but an observable. But a subject, it is a multicast. That means it can emit same data to multiple subscribers. Now, in order to create a subject, we use new keyword followed by the subject constructor. And in order to use this subject constructor, we also need to import it from RxJS library. Okay, so here we are creating a subject. Now this subject can emit some data. And using this subject, what we are going to do is we are going to emit the HTTP error which has occurred while making a post request, get request, put request, etc. And to do that, what we are going to do is inside this error callback function, we will say this dot error subject, and in order to emit the error, we will say dot next. So using this next method, we can emit some data from an observable, right? Now, what type of data this error subject is going to emit? It is going to emit the HTTP error response. So let's also specify the type of the data it is going to emit. And in order to use this HTTP error response, we need to import it from angular/common/HTTP. Okay, so this error object which we are going to receive for this error callback function, it is going to be of type HTTP error response. And we want to emit this error from this error subject. Okay, so here whenever we will make a post request and in the response if we receive any error, that error will be emitted by this subject. And we want to do the same thing for delete and put also. So let me copy this object where we are setting the error callback function, and we are going to pass this error callback function for the delete method, for the delete all task, and also for the put call. So now, whenever there is an HTTP response error while making a put request, or while making a delete request, or while making a post request, that error will be emitted by this error subject. Now, for this error subject, we can set some subscribers, and those subscriber will receive this error object whenever some HTTP error will occur. So let's go to dashboard component, and there let's go to ng on init lifecycle hook. So here we have the ng on init lifecycle hook for this dashboard component. There, what we will do is in the task service. So first of all, let's access this task service instance, and in that we have the error subject. Let's go ahead and let's subscribe to that subject. Now, whenever this error subject will emit some data, this dashboard component will be notified about it. And whenever it is going to emit some data, we want to handle that data. For that, I'm going to pass the next callback function to this subscribe method like this. Okay, if you want, you can also pass it something like this. So you can pass an object here. There you can specify next property, and to that you can assign a callback function. Okay, and this function here, it is going to receive the data which this error subject will emit. Let's call it maybe HTTP error, because we know that the data which this error subject is going to emit, it is going to be of type HTTP error response. So whenever this subject will emit the HTTP error response, this callback function here, it will be called. And when this function will be called, this HTTP error will be assigned with the error which has occurred while making the HTTP request. So what we want to do is, from within this callback function, we simply want to call this set error message method in order to set this error message property. So let me go ahead and let me call this method from within this callback function. So here let's say this dot set error message, and to this we need to pass the error object, and we are going to receive that error object inside this HTTP error. So let's pass it here. Okay, and inside this set error message method, currently we are checking for this permission denied error. If the error is of type permission denied, we are setting an error message. But here let me also go ahead and let me add an else part. And if the error is not of type permission denied, in that case what we want to do is we want to set the error message to the message property of the error object which we are receiving as the parameter. Now, just like how we are checking the error, and based on that we are setting the error message, we can also do the same thing for other types of error as well. But here I want to keep things simple, so I'm not going to do it in that way. With this, let's save the changes. Let's go to our task service. There also let's save the changes. And now let's say while making the post request, we have misspelled the URL. So here after this Angular HTTP client, which is our database name, let's say I have added 3 extra S. Now the database name here is not correct, right? Because our database name is Angular HTTP client, but now we have changed its name. So now while making an HTTP post request, this database will not be found. In that case, we should get 404 not found error, right? So if we save the changes now, and if we try to make a post request from our application, so let me go and let me click on this create task, and let's try to make a post request. Let's click on this create task button. You will notice that here we have an error which says 404 not found, because the URL which we have specified, it was not found. So in this way, we are handling the HTTP errors by using a subject. So using this error subject, what we are doing is whenever there is an error while making an HTTP request to the server, we are emitting that error, and whichever component has subscribed to this error subject, they are going to be notified about the new error which has occurred. Okay. All right. Now here in our dashboard component, we are subscribing to this error subject, and this error subject is nothing but an observable. So it is always a good practice to unsubscribe from an observable explicitly. Even though whenever this dashboard component will be destroyed, Before that, we will be automatically unsubscribed from this observable. But it is always a good practice to unsubscribe from an observable explicitly. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a new property here. Let me call it error sub, and the type of this error sub is going to be subscription. And in order to use this subscription, we also need to import it from RxJS. So let's go ahead and let's write that import statement. We want to import subscription from RxJS. All right. And now when we are subscribing to this error subject here, it is going to return us a subscription. So we want to assign that subscription to this error sub. Okay. Here the subscribe method is going to return us a subscription. We are assigning it to this error sub, and before this component will be destroyed, we want to unsubscribe from that subscription. To do that, let's also implement ng on destroy lifecycle hook. So this ng on destroy lifecycle hook gets called just before the component gets destroyed, and inside this we are simply going to unsubscribe from this error sub, and that's it. Okay. Now I'm doing this because, as I mentioned, it is always a good practice to unsubscribe from an observable explicitly. Alright, so in this lecture we learned how we can pass errors from a service to a component class in order to handle that error. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.